So, welcome to the FPR GT4 and Touring Car IMSA Challenge. Oh, I know my bloody microphone is working tonight. So guys, we've got 14 drivers. It looks like there's only 12 on track at the moment. But we have 14 running. 7 will be in Touring Cars, 7 will be in GT4s. And the lap times between both are quite close, so it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. So at the moment you've got Gromit with a 29.6. Now I know it's going to be late 27s, early 28s. Did some practicing this morning, this evening even. So if you are watching, feel free to come and say hello. I've got the chat open, so I'll be able to respond and talk back to you. Benz is currently out front with a 29.4. Seems to be we've got people dropping in and out of the lobby. Unfortunately, this is the problem with the game. So I'm going to put a copy of the Discord into the chat, so feel free to come and say hello on Discord as well. Mainly race Project Cars 2, but we're also involved with Forza and F1 2019. That's a Discord link, folks. Have a click, come and say hello, join some championships. Gromit goes first with a 29.0. He's driving the Ginetta. Oriel Frames in the Megane. Benz Lloyd is also in the Ginetta. Another Ginetta. Aston there from Zillman. Beautiful sounding Aston too. Parky Laddie's in the Megane. You could see a lot of Meganes here. Schneidy's running the Porsche. Brave from Schneidy. I think everyone in the touring cars in the Megane. Just goes to show it's probably the better touring car. So we've got 7 minutes left to qualify, and still a couple of cars haven't set a lap time yet. Well, it looks like we've still got 3 drivers missing. So let's pick somebody to go on board with. Who's coming in that final sector? There you go, Dan will do. Let's go on board with Dan. So I'm down to the first gig, gets the power out, coming out the final corner. Don't know if this will be a lap time or whether this is going to be... It was a lap time. It's a slow one, 37.2. Arky Lads picked up a one place grid penalty. It's 12 races now. Gromit's gone with a 28.1. He's now in front. You've got got GT4 touring car, GT4, 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 touring car, but I don't think some of them have set a competitive lap time yet. This is where it always catches me out, right here. Trying to brake for the carousel. Corkscrew, wrong track. Somebody's already hit some tyres by the looks of it. Dan's clearing them out of the way. Tyre squeal as he accelerates. Dan goes top with 28.0. I think we picked the right car to sit on board with for a lap. See the Bung Beetle's out as well. Another touring car driver. See what he's in. Another Megane. Parky Lad's got a two place penalty, so at the moment that puts him back of the grid. Somebody's coming through that final sector. Let's watch the last part of their lap. It's Dens. So we're about back up to 13, so there's only one missing now. Don't know who that one is. Which is good. You know, they might not get a competitive lap time, but they'll be on the grid. Somebody's gone again, unfortunately. This is the problems that happen sometimes. This race will be uploaded to YouTube later this evening. A bit wide there from Dens. Come on, Joey, you can do better than that. It's nice to see the Nemesis struggling. During practice he was in the very late 1 minute 27s. Currently at 29.2, so he's lost a second, maybe 1.4 seconds from practice to this. However, when I set the practice session up, I did it for the race time, not the quali time, so could have made a bit of a difference. It's half a second up, which will put him third on the grid. Doesn't seem as planted as it did earlier on. Crosses the line, he puts in a 28.1, so he found another 0.6 of a second through that final sector. Top four are separated by less than a tenth. 2 touring cars, 2 GT4s. I think the problem the touring cars are going to have is the ability to stay on track, stay on one set of tyres. You can see the touring cars maybe pitting twice. not the racing line there, Gromit. Come on, mate. But then again, you know, for an hour race, qualifying is only 1% of the story. But performance impacting damage as well. Well, the Nemesis goes with a 27.6 in the Ginetta. It's found that pace that he had earlier. Dan's about to cross the line for his final lap of quali. No improvement from Dan. Gromit stays 4th. Vilman's on that part, second part of the track. Wizard's finished his quali. Schneidy appears to have finished his. The Dung Beetle's got one little go and he's thrown himself up to 8th. And that's the end of qualifying, guys. So, rundown of the grid, you've got the Nemesis on pole. You've got Dan Moto in 2nd, Memorial Frame 3rd, Gromit, Woody, Zillman, Denz, Schneidy, Dung Beetle, Wizard, Parky and DJ. I'm going to kick them off so that they're going ready for the countdown. And just for Gromit. Alright, we should be about ready to start. Got 30 seconds left. Well, we've got Big Tam watching with us because unfortunately this game doesn't like him. So he's going to be watching with us. We should be about ready to kick off in about 15 seconds, I reckon. All else fails, I'll throw some Venga boys back on. Good start there by Denz. He's managed to pick up a couple of places. Oh, there's a contact there between Denz and I think that was Dan. Not sure who it was. DJ Dan hanging around at the back. I think it was Dan that the contact was with. He's managed to find himself to the back of it. The Dung Beetle and Dad Boss look like they're having a struggle already. See Woody climbing up towards Zillman. He looks like he's got a better exit out of the corner. He'd be a brave man to try and overtake there. Looks like they're all very close behind. Marquis lad's picked up a second penalty already. It's going to be painful for him for an hour. It's all over the back of 69 and he's got a front of him. Romit's leading the race from Nemesis. Assuming Nemesis had a bit of a slowdown there, because either that or he came out of the corner really bad. There's penalties everywhere if you look down the list. This could be messy at the end of a race. Obviously you get 30 seconds worth of penalties before you have to take a drive through. Zillman there in the Aston. Whereas Dens runs very wide at the end of that corner. Smoke billows from somebody's tyres. That's all over the back of Dens now. Like a dog with a bone. So it looks like it's getting tasty at the front again. Nemesis is all over the back of Gromit. Out. Can't see him taking him there. And the next opportunity he's got is coming into the final corner unless Gromit does what he's just done there. And he's going to go side by side into the... Oh, he nearly lost the back end of it going through. Corkscrew there. Gives Woody the chance to catch up as well as we get 6 cars separated by less than a second going down the corkscrew. Get a good run out of any one of these corners. Schneider's getting passed on the outside by Memorial Frame. That was a cracking move by Frame. You look on the side, the way the positions keep changing, it just shows you where everyone is. Dens is having an early pit. Must have caught contact somewhere. MSC 69. We must have missed his, but he's made a mistake somewhere. He was leading the race. See this gaggle of cars at the moment. Memorial Frame all the way down to Zillman in 7th, separated by a second and a half. 12 on track. Ben's still in the pits. I don't know if he caught damage or whether he just had an early... Yeah, he's caught damage somewhere. Lost 30 seconds on that last lap with the pit stop. I can't imagine he can go till the end of the race on that set of tyres. Not sure how the fuel will last this one. Crossbow's just a weird GT4 car, isn't it? It's not looking good for the old touring car boys. You've got Parky Lad, Dung Beetle and DJ. Looks like they're struggling with the touring cars, but obviously out front you've got Memorial Frame and Dan. Schneider's all over the back of Wiz. He could get his done under braking. Yeah, he's caught the braking zone, got the braking done early. Can Wiz do any switchback? No. Can't get the power on early enough, which is going to give Zillman a chance behind to get closer. As we see Dan puff up the brakes behind Memorial. You see dusk is starting to turn in. We've got day, night, day on this. See, they've deliberately done it so it's 60 times progression. Effectively, you're going to see 2 nights, 2 days. God, those poor drivers are going to be knackered after this. Zoomline's still all over the back end of Wizard. Thanks for those little buzzy, chargy things, Tam. If you can tell me what they actually bloody do, mate, I'd really appreciate it. I sent them to everyone. Still don't know why. I don't know if the Nemesis is struggling with his wheel again. You should see his lap time when he crosses the line here, because there was no errors on this lap. 1:30, so he's relatively competitive. So, it's heading into night for the first time, so there will be another night cycle. Light cloud will disappear in place of clear weather. Still got a few penalties going on as well, so I think people are going to have to be careful of those throughout the race. Sorry Tam, I ain't got a bloody clue, mate. Tam asked me again. I was hoping I could tell him what they were. Pass on that one. There, put a lap on DJ, I think, but DJ was good enough just to get straight out of the way. Woody's lost a bit of time to Gromit. Memorial frames right up his rear end. This is still our battle, Memorial and Dan, sorry, as DJ parks himself at the side of the track. It's good racing there, DJ. As we've got 2 GT4s and 2 touring cars in the top 4, and then a whole gaggle of GT4s, and then couple of touring cars hanging around behind. Just starting to see these penalties adding up. There's a bit of a gap, so going across now. Thanks, Tam. One of them looks like a pair of Y fronts, mate. Thanks for that. Is getting close behind Woody now. Touring cars should come into their own overnight. The tyres shouldn't be burning up as night time approaches. This could be the exact reason why the Nemesis 69 put it on a 60 times time progression, so that they wouldn't burn through. If so, clever thinking, fella. Cheers, Tam. Try on the inside here again. It's bright. Oh, Woody lost it at the back here. He caught his front end. It's gonna, no doubt, have a little bit of front end damage on that one. Don't know if it'll be enough to pit. Touring cars come in nose to tail through the corkscrew. Pardon me while I burp at you. These three are still relatively close on track. Wizard's pulled out 3 seconds. Woody doesn't appear to be losing a lot of time, but he has got into the pits, so he must have picked up some damage. Interesting to see where he comes out compared to Denz. Oh, somebody's had a spin. Schneider's had a spin coming out the final corner. Struggling to do the 5.9 23-point turn. Unfortunately, reverse gear on this is... You've got to be completely stopped before you can pull it into reverse. But he's still stationary now. Woody's going, so whatever damage he had wasn't that bad. Schneider lost 16 seconds with that spin. Moto and Memorial Frame are still nose to tail. Gromit's not getting far in front of them either. Gromit's maintaining a 4 to 5. Again, we know there's 48 minutes to go with just not even a quarter of the race as Memorial Frame runs wide. Dan Moto takes full advantage of that one. He's not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. Stupid saying that is, by the way. It bloody hell looks horses in the mouth, but I haven't got time to go through my thing on that. So, Nemesis is coming right behind the back of Wiz. It was 3 seconds behind 2 laps ago. Looks like he's picking up a little bit of time. Zillman's not far behind him. Looks like Dan's pulled half a second in on Gromit as well. Could Gromit be thinking about tyre saving already? The fuel consumption doesn't seem that bad. We know we're probably going to get 40 lap race, maybe 43 laps. Done a wise thing there, just got out of the slipstream, just gets through the corkscrew, puts the power back down. Oh, it looks like Denz is disconnected, and it looks like DJ's also disconnected. I'm hoping that's not the lobby, I'm hoping that's just their personal choices. Dan's pulled another second off Gromit, but he's pulling Frame with him. We see the Nemesis has got past Zillman. People are losing a little bits of time all over the place if you look down the timing screens. Marky lad's doing his best to keep up. It's not going to be an easy job with some of these lads. Just keep going, fella. The more you race with them, trust me, I found out myself, the better you become. Nemesis has got a bit of clear air now. He's also got 16 seconds to find. And Zillman is close enough to smell the petrol fumes. It looks like the Wiz and Woody are getting close as well. Dung Beetle's got a little bit of space either side at the moment. Oh, what, Parky Lad's first race? Mate, he's doing well then. Big Tam's just said it's his first race. Say, the more you race with him, the better you become. The way you become good at anything is by racing, doing stuff against people better than you. Dan is now just 3.2 seconds behind Gromit. bloody must have some damage from that spin. He hasn't pitted. He lost time 2 laps in a row. He's back in the 31s. He's just got Woody coming up behind him as they're heading up to Dawn again. Nemesis is behind Zillman, so it's obviously Zillman's got back in front. These two are swapping places a lot. Like Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd. If you're too young to know what that is, don't talk to me. Coming out of there, he lifted slightly. Just keeping an eye on Dan and Gromit because Dan's now 2.2 behind. He's pulled in 3 seconds in about 3 laps. We'll keep an eye on it, but these two seem to be swapping around a lot. Wiz and Woody are, looks like they're bloody close and all. This is hugging the inside of that track. Basically telling him, you wanted me, you're going to have to go around the outside. Come back here. And it looks like Craig is less than 3 tenths behind him now. There's an opportunity into these next 2 corners. And then again, I think your best bet is to stick behind somebody for the next couple. He's got an opportunity now. He's pulling out from outside. Not quite got the grunt going up the hill. Dan is now 1.6 seconds behind Gromit on the lead. We'll click over to that in a minute. Dan is getting, looks like Nemesis is getting much better traction out of some of these corners. He just hasn't got the grunt of the Aston coming up the hill, coming out of the corners. So, as Nemesis makes another error coming out of a corner. Oh no, Joey's with us. What you done, Joey? What happened? Den's Lloyd obviously disconnected, it's now with us. That's alright, maybe he can tell us what those bloody points are for. Tam, go find out. Ice handling, okay. Too many people in the lobby, it doesn't like it. Oh, as Dan is now less than a second behind Gromit. Gromit's managed to keep him so... Oh, there's a slight contact. Yeah, I do agree, Joe. Unfortunately, Project Cars does have that issue sometimes. Get too many in the lobby and then it's like driving on ice for some of them. Wow, cracking run out of that corner from Dan. If Gromit had a slowdown and was a bit nervous, I don't know. There's a bit of puff of smoke there. Let's see what these two are doing now. Still drop back a bit. It's given Memorial Frame the opportunity to get close. What you should have done, Dens, was come and join me and thrown yourself in the pit lane, mate. We could have done the commentary thing together. But you let me down. So, can Gromit make a comeback now? He's lost that. Oh, it's too late now, isn't it? It seems to be 11 or 12 is the limit. Like, we got to 14 and it just went, nah. But Nemesis has found its way back to Zillman. Well, gents, if it wouldn't have ruined you, you wouldn't have been able to spend the next half an hour with me, and you'd have had a lesser life because of it. So stop moaning. But this is our battle on track at the moment. Nemesis is getting closer again to Zillman. We have Dens. Thursday night. BCRS. No, BSRC. Bloody hell, Kev. Thursday evenings. I'm jumping in the commentary box for that one as well. So you are in the right place on Mixer. All the races will be uploaded to YouTube. I think with the fact that there's free... Thanks, Dens. Well, unfortunately, what I'm going to say now is the BCRS. There's no BSRC. There's no point in watching it because Joe's going to leave me because he wants to watch the 6 hours of Fuji tomorrow morning. So no. Gromit's not letting Dan go away. The gaps remained less than a second. Memorial frames dropped off slightly in the last lap. Just watching the gaps between Zillman and Nemesis. I'll keep an eye on those gaps and then we'll have a flick through when they start getting close. Thanks, Joe. You stay a bit longer, mate. You don't need sleep. You're only 12. So of course, if you are watching, come and say hello. This will be on YouTube either later on tonight or tomorrow morning. Depends on what time we actually get finished. Sleep's not important. You're young. You should be able to live off 2 hours sleep, Joe. Stop being a wimp. So have a search in YouTube for Flashpoint Racing. We tend to put all of our races on there once they've been streamed. Again, if you are interested in joining us, I'll put the Mixer link up. It's 9 hours. Bloody hell. You wait till you get kids, fella. 9 hours sleep will be like an old different world. Like what we missed here is the Nemesis has dropped further back from Zillman. He's 1 minute 43 on that last lap, but I don't know if he pitted. It might have been a pit. Platform, this is Xbox One, my old friend. Demetrius81, this is Xbox One. We do have a few people that play it on PC, but this is mainly Xbox, mate. Yeah, dogs count, Joe. I'll give you that. Gromit's got ahead of Dan again. I was too busy thinking about Joe's dog. Dan Motor's all over the place at the moment. Looks like Memorial Frame's going to have a go. So Demetrius, jump on the Mixer, not the Mixer, the Discord. Thank you for the follow, mate. It looks like Dan is struggling for pace at the moment, but there we go. He's jumped into the pits. Don't know if his tyres had just had enough at that point. Oh, Joe, you've just followed me. Mate, I'm upset. What's going on with Schneidi? I missed that one altogether. Schneidi's car does look a little bit beaten up here. This is where the Porsche turns into the Beetle. Oh, that's an ugly gear change as well. He's about to have a lap put on him. Oh, he's not. Lobby with too many people. Nah, the lobby's fine now, Joe. Stop whinging. Dan's still in the pits. He must have had something going on there. Only imagine it had been engine damage for that long. Fuel and tyres wouldn't be that long as he was in the pits. No, I think initially it would have been a pain. I think it's probably alright now. So, there's no gaps out. Everyone's got a bit of a gap going on. So I'm going to jump on board with Gromit for a lap. And then go get myself a drink. Yeah, I think you're right, Joe. You'll push somebody wide. So, we're now having a lap on board with our leader as I open up my lovely can of cloudy lemonade. Oh, that's good, that is. The irony is, we were having a practice session before the race, and our Gromit boy was telling us he'd come nowhere near anybody else in this race because his lap times weren't quick enough. You know, he's now leading the race by 4.5 seconds. Just goes to show. I don't drink, Joe. I'm a teetotaler, mate. Thanks for the offer. Just goes to show that consistency throughout a lap. To finish first you must finish. There you go. Bit of knowledge dropped on you on a Saturday night. See Nemesis again getting close to Woody. Alright, he's a couple of seconds down. Hey look, there's nothing wrong with a cliche. Oh, it's great again. He spins in that same corner. Probably the third time he's had that same spin. He seems to have picked the pace up again. Yeah, unfortunately, Petri, I'm going to go with Petri. He's had that spin a few times, mate. Can we do an AMA? I don't know what AMA is. Amateur? You have to let me know, Joe, because I'm being stupid. Oh, ask me anything. It's always a bloody ask me anything. Ask me anything you like, Joe. Of course you can, mate. Well, there's gaps around the track. Yes, like a Q&A. Yes, I get the ask me anything point. There's gaps on the track. So while Joe's thinking of questions, just to remind you, it is the Ginetta Junior round 3. From I forgot which track it was, Silverstone National, I think. Why did your voice sound like a pervy Brian Cox? I don't really know, mate. I think that's more to do with my parents. Pervy Brian Cox. Really? Brian Cox, is that the professor or the actor? I don't know, I always get the two confused. I mean, I'm going to have to start telling you about space and time as we head back into night. Again, this could be the touring car's advantage coming back. Why don't I race? Because I'm crap. Yeah, I was right. Monday night, Silverstone National. So again, I'll be doing commentating on Division 1. Yeah, thanks, Joe. So, the BSRC League on Thursday night. I want to tell the lovely people where the race is this week. Cadwell Park full. And it's going to be clear weather in it. Yep, you're right. This will be the part of the race where we don't really know what's going on for a little bit. This is where I wish we had a counter on who had pitted and who hadn't. As Craig just shoots past the inside of Woody. So Gromit's still out in front by 25 seconds. I think it's safe to assume he hasn't pitted. I know Frame's pitted. He's pitted on that last lap. Schneider's really struggling at the moment. He's down in 10th. Parky Lad's, by the looks of it, thrown himself out of the pits now. So he's pitted. Dung Beetle, I think, is pitted. Dan has definitely pitted. Zillman with the front end of that car. No, he pitted on the last lap. I think the only person not to pit is Gromit. You've gone quiet, Dens. Have you done with your Q&A already? Oriel's in the pits. I thought he'd just pitted. The sky's not actually blue. There you go. I don't know why, but I know that's not blue. Blue light is scattered in all directions by the tiny molecules of air in Earth's atmosphere. Blue is scattered more than other colours because it travels shorter, smaller waves. This is why the sky is blue. There you go. Didn't Google it either. Genius, me. Grommet has consisted this race out. Thanks, Tam. Right, Joe, what is that little lightning thing all about? Maybe, do you know the answer? Now, I'm asking you a question now. Am I going to have to put the Wenger boys back on? Very short, and I will Wenger boys. That's all you're getting. Yeah, you're right. I am getting copyrights. I won't be able to put that on YouTube. So unfortunately, the race is scattered at the moment, which is why I'm talking around with Joe and Tam and, you know, playing a bit of Wenger boys. It's going to come back into its own as soon as Grommet pits. Oh, as Craig's had the same crash. The fourth time he's had that same accident. No, I ain't buying that one, Joe. The same time he's had that accident, it'd be interesting to see if somebody spilled oil there. Maybe that's why Joe quit. He spilled oil on the track and then left. Thank you, your own stupidity. Appreciate that, mate. Oh, you quit because you put something on the track, didn't you? Lying. So your own stupidity. I see a bit of FPR family going on there, my friend. Thank you very much. I didn't even know you could do that in IMSA with the FPR sign, so thanks for that one. Oh, stop being a wimp. as we come into the final 20 minutes, how long to go? 20 minutes. Yeah, Laguna's awesome. Laguna's a great track. It's just, there was too many to start with. It didn't quite work out the way we planned it. So, update on the penalties. So Gromit is still 27 out in front. Always the Dung Beetle's just disconnected, unfortunately. Looks like we're down to 9 with 20 minutes to go. Wiz is in the pits. I think that's for the second time. This was a race of attrition. I feared it might be. So again, let's pick a car to go on board with. Let's pick a lap with somebody. Anyone that's watching, let me know who you want to go on board with for a lap. We'll take in the sights and sounds of Laguna Seca. Oh, as Wizard runs wide, gives Memorial the chance to go up the inside. He's got the power down, side by side, coming into the corkscrew. This is either going to be brilliant or crazy. Aye, Parky lad, I will do. Right, let's see where he is on track. Coming into the final couple of corners, the penultimate corner. So powers out from third up to fourth. Gets it down into first gear. You should hear the tyres squeak. As he climbs to start a lap. He's a bit too hesitant coming out of that first corner. He had the opportunity to plant it. Well done on the second one. Gets the revs up, changes up to fourth. Slight let off. Swings it round. So far it's his best first sector. Maybe he knows we're watching, got the pressure. See. I think your own stupidity was right about the details. Just having a look out as this comes across. It's unfortunate he runs wide. So I've never been to Laguna Seca because unless somebody wants to pay for me to go, I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I got the same problem, Tam. I'm on controller as well. I sort of have to point and squirt. Close up. Powers up. Second, third, fourth. The 1 minute 33.8, so quite close to his best time so far. Well done there, mate. For the sake, the only way you're going to get better is by racing against people better than you. Dan and Nemesis separated by less than half a second. This could be where we sit down and watch for a little while. come up the hill. There's 15 minutes remaining of the race. Down through the corkscrew. I don't know how many times I called that the bloody carousel in this hour. I'm struggling to believe. Yeah, Dan is quick. Very quick. I'm struggling to believe Gromit hasn't pitted yet. 47 minutes on the same set of tyres. If he hasn't pitted, well done to him. If he has, that's even more well done. He's picked up a 30-second lead. Let's have a check-in with Gromit, see how he's getting on. He seems still very smooth. Doesn't seem to be getting an understeer either. He must have pitted. Must have missed it. Thank you, Dens. I will enjoy those lightning bolt points. I need to Google what they're for afterwards. You can power a house for another week. Thanks, Joe. Dan seems to have dropped off the back of Nemesis. Nemesis is getting closer and closer to Zillman again. He's just so unsteady. Wondering whether he's got the same problem you've got. Slippy track. So 11 minutes to go. The rundown goes as follows. The Gromit has got a 27-second lead over Woody. Woody's got another 21 seconds on Zillman. Zillman's 3.5 in front of Nemesis. Nemesis is nearly 5 in front of Dan. Dan's got 2.5 to Memorial. Memorial's got 4.5 to Wizard. Wizard's got 1:30 to Parky. Parky's got 2 minutes to Schneidi. Schneidi's in the pits again. Don't think he's having a lot of luck with this one tonight. Bless him, mate, he's struggling a bit. It's coming. It's getting close to the back. I think that's Parky. Yeah, it is. So we're 9.5 minutes to go. Oh, Zillman's disconnected. He was having a blinder of a race as well. That's unlucky there, Zillman. Yes, Joe, you can go to bed, mate. Go on. I know you've got to be up at 3. Thanks for sticking with us for this long, Joe. 9 minutes to go, mate. You did well. Nemesis still, you know, can't keep control of that back end. Which is surprising for somebody normally so planted. Thanks for that, Joe. Now I'm thinking about you in bed with... never mind. Right, so, again, 8 minutes to go. Probably another 6 laps. No, I'm going to pass on that one, Dens. So, for anyone that's watching, has Gromit pitted? Is the first question, because I'm not sure. Nemesis is in the Ginetta GT4. But he's just struggling with the back end. I think I've seen him have the same accident 4 times. I gotta be honest, I love the name Stupidity. I should have been a lot more creative with my name. Just go in the Carnage. Major League Gaming. Oh, is that the again, he's struggling for grip with that car. It's giving Dan all the opportunity in the world to jump on this podium. Dan, of course, in the McGann touring car. Where we've got three GT4s up front. Dan a memorial frame in the touring cars, followed by Wizard in the GT4. Parky in the touring car. Ooh, not if he keeps lighting up those tyres, he don't. Oh, poor... So Dung Beetle's just put a note in the Discord to say his wife tripped the electrics. He's probably a happy boy right now. Ah, stupidity. I'm in the FPR Discord, not the FP Discord. Yes, I think what it helps you do is not burn out the tyres so much. Oh, I've just said that, Dung. Bloody hell, mate. Mate, I'm guessing you're a happy bunny right now, aren't you? This will be day 3. It's gone day, night, day. Yeah. It's less than 4.5 minutes to go. Hey, just shows how hardcore we are, Dens. If we could do 48 hours, you know, if those guys can do 24 at Le Mans, then they start feeling a bit tired. Just goes to show that we're us sim racers are the hardcore. So, short poll, can Dan get past Nemesis in the next 3.5 minutes? Alright, Dens, relax. Right, yes. You are right, we've done 1 hour and sped it up, but, you know, it's created an interesting race though, that's for sure. Because, you know, when the weather gets hot, the touring cars just struggle. Could have been watching Strictly. Joe, come on. And my wife's just heard me say that, and I'm getting an evil eye because Strictly was on. Joe, you can go to bed now, mate. So, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Memorial Frame's not entirely out of this yet. Gromit's still got his 27-second lead. He has just controlled this race. So if you weren't listening earlier, Gromit was basically saying he's got no hope in this race. Because 1 minute 29s and 30s. No, she wasn't watching it. No, she was giving me the evil eye because she forgot it was on. Kevin was good. I'm always good. Memorial Frame's caught right back onto the back of this. Could be in for a barnstorming last 2 laps. I think Gromit's got it all now, you know. I can't see a way where Gromit loses this race now. Now I've said that, he's going to bin it into a wall and set fire to his car. I'm sorry for that, Gromit. They are close again now. See coming down the hill. If my guess would be right, is that he's going to have a go into the corkscrew. If he does, he's going to be my new favourite person in the world ever. Which is see. Nemesis is holding up Dan and Memorial now. You can just see it written all over all of them. But Nemesis has made most of his mistakes coming out of this corner. So get your braking done. Joe, I'll always love you, mate. You know that. At least until we stop talking. So, Gromit is not far off from crossing the line to win this race. I think this is going to be the last lap for everybody. There's 2 corners to go. Just needs to get his braking done, get the turn in. Not sure if it's an hour plus 1 lap or just an hour total. We're about to find out. There you go, the race is finished. Congratulations, Gromit, on the IMSA 1 hour of Laguna. Shut down Woody. Gonna put it with a GT4 1-2. And it looks like Nemesis has done just about enough to get it at 1-2-3. So this race will be on YouTube at some point in the next 12 hours. Just search Flashpoint Racing on YouTube. Come and give us a follow. whether Memorial can get past Dan in the final corner. And they got side by side a drag race with the slowest bloody touring cars in the world. Oh, of course we don't know how it ends with everyone's penalties. And again, one last time, I will give the Discord link in the chat. Schneider's going to be the last man to cross the line. We'll give you a rundown of how everyone's finished. So we are part of the Flashpoint Gaming family. We're the little racing cousins. So, rundown of the top 8 as they finished. Gromit won the race, although didn't take a pit stop. Woody finished second. Danmoto third. Nemesis fourth. Memorial Frame in fifth. Wizard sixth. Parky Lad seventh. And Schneider in eighth. Turn back to the lobby. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. As I say, the Discord link is in the chat. And please have a look at Flashpoint Racing on YouTube.